This week, the MAGA Republican Party, if it was even possible, reached new heights of hypocrisy. And here to break it all down, we've got the Alien Super Show for you, joined by special guest, the internet's best explainer, writer and comedian Adam Conover. Take it away, aliens.
Copy. Looks more like a flying suppository. Over.
When I interpose, because I'm not a Nikki fan, they said he didn't know Pelosi.
Oh my God.
From Nikki.
You're right, you didn't.
From Tricky Nikki.
What the
So it's very hard to be sarcastic.
Oh, he was being sarcastic.
Man, there was so much crazy this week. We could really use another set of eyes.
Yeah, is there anyone we can abduct who can inform us in an entertaining way?
Gleep, fire up the Alienator. Let's get writer and comedian Adam Conover on this ship.
Beaming up.
Adam, you're on our spaceship. You're an alien now. Let's get into it.
The yeas are 214 and the nays are 213. The resolution is adopted.
I did it!
First thing he's ever done, and it's just humiliating on a soul level.
He looks like Matthew Broderick in one of the movies where he's a dork.
Yeah, not Glory.
Come on down.
Spornak, tell him what he's won.
More vapid talking points and the illusion of action.
You just impeached Alejandro Mayorkas. What are you going to do now?
Hey, I'm gonna mill about, do some fist bumps. Look at me, it's Mikey, your favorite boy.
We need 600 body language experts to comment on all of these.
I was actually a paid miller abouter for 2 years in the Republican caucus. They paid me minimum wage to just mill about after votes.
That's nice.
That's a good gig if you can get it.
Just now, we impeached Secretary Mayorkas. Now that's delivering for the American people, and I'm proud to be a part of it.
Now that's what I call ineffectuality.
Yeah. It does have the vibe of that George W. Bush video. Now watch this drive.
And I'm proud to be a part of it.
Now watch me jerk this guy off.
It looks like she's about to do a fascism haul video. Here's everything I got in my bag at January 6th.
The House voted last night to impeach Mayorkas. Republicans announced 11 impeachment managers.
Look at this lineup.
We got new freaks.
Wow.
I love a freak drop. Who the is Rep Klein? Who the hell is that?
Yeah, we got Rep Pfluger in the house. Pfluger.
Hageman. I'll let you guys be the judge, but I think she has a strong resemblance to the witch from Troll 2.
I don't know.
A little bit, maybe. Get that child away from her.
I think this is like one of those K-pop groups where they've got 12 members. You know?
This guy just plays the kazoo, but he's so good at it.
Marjorie Taylor Greene on this is how you know it's important. It's how you know the work is being done for the American people.
Yeah. It will be Marjorie Taylor Greene's biggest platform.
Oh, yeah.
It's just terrible that she's on here, that we all have to listen to her now.
Okay, it wasn't the only futile exercise this week. There was also a filibuster in the Senate.
Man, they do a lot to not do anything.
Oh, the places you'll go. Congratulations. Today is your day.
This is what you do if you haven't prepared to give the college commencement address.
I don't know if you guys have read Hillbilly Elegy, but like the prose in it is not much more complicated than what he's reading right now.
I've never been prouder to not read a book that people were telling me to read.
Yeah, for real.
People were like, you gotta read Hillbilly Elegy. It'll really help you out. What if somebody told you, like, hey, you gotta read Mein Kampf, and then 2 years later you were like, whoa, I'm so glad I didn't read that. Oprah picked it?
You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose.
Except for into the United States if you're an immigrant.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna filibuster, you gotta make it good. Gleep, can you hit the button to spice this up a little bit?
Sure. How about a little 50 Shades?
His breathing is ragged, matching mine. When did you start your period, Anastasia? He asks out of the blue, gazing down at me. Yesterday, I mumble in my highly aroused state.
What hath technology wrought? This must be what Oppenheimer felt like.
Thank you very much for that, Gleep. Let's switch gears.
Nikki Haley. What happened to her husband? Where is he? He's gone. He knew.
What?
What does that mean?
He knew?
This is the same way I reacted when my second grade teacher got divorced. I was like, what happened to her husband? She's Ms. now?
If I could Trump translate for a second, I think he's saying her husband is serving his country on the other side of the world to avoid her.
This sort of nastiness, you know, Trump gives as good as he gets. When Trump said John McCain wasn't a war hero, you said those comments were offensive, ridiculous, and a disqualifier.
Yeah, I was running for president against Donald Trump.
Right now, but
we were in a campaign.
Now I'm just trying to kiss his ass.
We're all full of Jake. Haven't you got that by now?
Yeah. This has been 8 years of this garbage.
Jake, don't we all know that life is nothing but a series of masks that we don and remove? Are you not yourself a pawn in this game that we call society?
Everything I say clearly depends on the situation.
I haven't believed a single belief in 24 years.
I have no ethics, values, or morals. Come on, Jake.
But go on. What's your next question, please?
Who you got tonight, the San Francisco 49ers or the Kansas City Chiefs?
Hard hitting.
I want the 49ers to win so we know we can get rid of these conspiracy theories about Taylor Swift.
Thanks for giving me this platform to completely defend a horrible person who's going to ruin the lives of millions of people if he's elected, but I would love to talk about football with you.
And drop in a conspiracy theory nod.
Yeah.
A little sugar at the end.
Is Biden's age now a bigger political problem than Trump's indictments?
If we make it one, if we do exactly what you want us to do, if this is all we talk about, then yeah.
If we have a false equivalency set up.
It's the passage of time versus all of the criminal acts that a former president has committed.
One man is a member of the AARP, the other is a member of the Nazi Party. Why are these both bad?
It's now obvious that Joe Biden is not fit to serve as your president. Last night, while exiting Marine One, well, here we go again. Biden appeared to hit his head.
There's way better evidence that Biden is possibly too old, other than him conking his head on a low-hanging bar.
Everyone in the world has done multiple times.
That's like the NBA player Dwight Powell when he jumped up and smacked his head. It's the same.
That guy was too old. He shouldn't have been in that game.
Invoke the 25th Amendment on that guy.
If anything, Biden is too tall.
He's too tall to be president.
You know what would be great would be if someone under the age of 65 would make this complaint about Joe Biden.
Seriously.
Why are we watching old people on Fox News? This guy's so old. Sean, I can see your jowls quiver as you talk, dude.
Individuals over the age 70 need to have neurocognitive tests. That's what we do at our hospital.
This guy's a doctor.
Oh, okay.
He is co-chair of the GOP Doctors Caucus.
The Doc Cock?
Oh, yeah. Today on Fox Business, we're getting a whole lot of Doc Cock.
He's the co-chair. If you read this title as it sounds, he's the Gop Doc Cock Coke.
He's the co-cock Doc Jock.
Well, no, co-chair, you abbreviate that to COC, so he's the Gop Doc Cock Cock.
It's a very well-known fact that someone's intelligence is tied to their risk of having dementia later on in life. Joe has proven when his younger scholar days, when he was near the bottom of his law school class, that he's not as intelligent maybe as President Trump has been.
Jesus Christ.
Incredible theory.
And you've just disqualified your professional opinion.
If you're like a sick person in North Carolina and you go to your doctor and he's like, just so you know, my medical opinion is that Donald Trump is the smartest man in the world, I'd be like, I'll just fix the bone myself.
If you were a little smarter, you wouldn't have the flu. Just saying.
President Biden does fine when he's up in front of a teleprompter. When you take those away, Katie bar the door. Who knows what he's going to say, how he's going to say it.
Yeah, because Trump is so great.
Super smooth.
It's wild that they think gaffes are more of a threat than actual security
Yes,
threats.
exactly. That's the difference.
Trump is popping off at Mar-a-Lago, sharing secrets with all sorts of random real estate agents, and Biden says the wrong word sometimes.
Well, no, let's give Trump his due. He clutches that podium and he just talks endlessly and you can't shut him up. I've never seen a senile old man do that.
No.
I believe the New York Times referred to that this week as a display of stamina.
Oh.
He's like a porn star for inciting mobs.
Kamala, good Lord, we talked about intelligence being a risk factor for dementia. Let's not even go there with her.
I've already diagnosed her with late-stage dementia and notified the next of kin.
She's not a stable genius.
Isn't watching Fox Business News a risk factor for dementia? The audience of this network, the median age is 87 years old.
You're losing brain cells every second.
Very little has to do with actual business news.
It's like MTV. I haven't seen a music video on MTV in 15 years.
Well, Tommy, there may be even more trouble in paradise because Kamala Harris was asked.
Oh, you guys are going to love this. Oh, my God.
I'm so glad I did all this blow to be up at 5 a.m. for this.
I am ready to serve. There is no question about that. Read the tea leaves here. What did she mean by this?
Is Kamala Harris going to assassinate Joe Biden?
She says she's ready to lead, but every time she gives a speech, she just repeats herself. It's a word salad of saying a lot of words without any substance.
That was an incredible line.
It's a word salad of saying a lot of words in salad, the words in a bowl. Every time she speaks, it's as though she talk. I don't hear Kamala Harris, Biden socialism.
Wow, one word salad and you're not fit for office.
You're an institute, in a powerful death penalty. We're at the level now, I am in particular, bird brain and lots of other things.
Well, thanks, Adam, for letting us abduct you today.
Yeah, thanks for letting us ruin your day.
Oh, thanks for having me. I'm sorry for eating sunflower seeds during the entire recording.
That's all right.
Those weren't sunflower seeds.
Oh, God.
That was our fuel for the next 10 years, so okay, thanks.
Even if he was guilty of something, there's no crime.
Hiya, thanks for tuning in. If you like the show, help us keep this spaceship going. Subscribe to our YouTube channel or drop a comment. We read them all. If you really like the show, subscribe to our Patreon where we share bonus content that didn't make it on this episode. Okay, gotta go. Thank you. Bye.